This is gonna make a little update, show you guys. So it's looking, I already got the swing arm, well it ain't in here, it's out back in my shop. I got the swing arm all cleaned up, got the old races out of it that were, that was a pain. Anyways, I'm about ready to go on it, waiting on the swing arm bearing kit and a swing arm bolt. I'm not sure if that one will work or not, and I found a used one for a decent price, the R. Anyway, so I've held the swing arm on here. It's looking like it's going to work pretty good. And I'm going to gain a bunch. I mean, that swing arm it's a good 3, maybe 4 inches longer than this one on this 230. So I'm going to gain that. I also have the R axle was in it and it's fine. Carrier was good. I'm going to gain like 2 inches on the axle. So I'm going to be like 3 or 4 inches back. I'm going to gain 2 inches on the axle. And then I know it would be nice to put some kind of aftermarket, you know, on the front of this and stuff, but that ain't how this is. This is budget build stuff. I mean, I'm all in. I got a pretty cool nitrous 230 that I'm all in less than $1,000, and it is tight. There's ain't nothing, you know, I only gave a couple hundred for this other. And another cool thing is, it's going to be all Suzuki. So I'll show you here in a second when I get this. But anyways, so then I've been looking at the A-arms. So for the stock ones from the R, it's looking like, it's kind of hard to hold them up there. I haven't took anything apart yet. But it's looking like I'm going to gain about 1.5 inches on this side, be able to put a longer shock in it, and have some adjustability where I could shim that for some camber if I needed to. So yeah, we're looking at, it's gonna get me about 2 inches wider and then the swing arm back about 3 to 4 inches. It's gonna be a whole different machine. Plus, I was looking at this and my steering, I don't know the word for it, but like my steering ackerman or whatever you call it, the closer you can get, I know that the end of your tie rod to where your suspension first pivots at, right? Give you the least amount of bump steer. I know there's all the things where you can put, with the lines and they line up and everything. But basically, the skinnier this is here in your frame, going to the bottom of your steering stem, the less bump steer you're going to get off it. And then I was looking, and look how much wider this R frame is than the 230 frame. Technically, in theory, should have less bump steer. So then how I'm going to do this is, I've been thinking about it, the different ways. I thought about just cutting these brackets off here, kind of maybe seeing if I could fab up some just new brackets and welding them on there. But I'm thinking, honestly, I'm just going to cut these. I'm going to cut it here, and then cut it here and here, clean everything up off these, and then do the same thing on here and cut them off. And then I'm going to just weld these, not unwelding the brackets, the whole bar, and just weld them up onto the 230 here. So it's coming along. Like I said, the swing arm, I had to mess with that for a while. Finally got it done. So we'll be grafting the suspension on there pretty quick. I'm hoping it's going to be pretty cool. I'm not looking for, like I said, this is completely budget. You know what I mean? It's not super fast or nothing, and it's got the auto clutch, which is cool for a little trail riding. I just wanted to I just think it'd be really cool to have all the R suspension on this 230, but with keeping the short frame and stuff. The frame's quite a bit shorter on this 230 and probably quite a bit lighter. I bet if I stripped it down to the frame and you weighed that R frame and this 230 frame, I'm sure there's a pretty good difference in the weight, to be honest with you. And plus the length. What makes this 230 so much fun is really the short wheelbase and how short it is. So, but I added the nitrous, got a little more power, and so we'll widen it out a little bit. I'm hoping it would be to where, I mean, I don't race motocross or nothing like that, but out of all my bikes, it would be cool to have one that I could kind of putt around a motocross track if I wanted to. So that's the little update. Thanks.